We can get this segment started. CoryxKenshin, I guess, is on the limelight of the news, or he kind of was. I'm going to be a little bit late by the time this video goes live, so it's an interesting situation. Not really, actually. All you need to know is that the accuser for CoryxKenshin lied a lot. They used ChatGPT to generate their entire fucking set of allegations. I caught them doing it. Then they walked back some of their allegations, saying, oh my god, but it wasn't SA, even though she was implying that it was SA. And she was just a fucking loser. I'm sorry. Like, she's a total fucking loser, and she deserves to be bullied. And I'm not sorry for thinking that, because it was very clearly a false allegation. She is very obviously coming forward because she wants clout. That's really it. That's like I said, it's pretty cool to be a victim online these days. You know, people, there's a lot of clout you can gain from it. There's a lot of, you know, you can cancel whoever the fuck you want from it. It's a beautiful thing, but not really. Luckily, everyone called her out on her bullshit, rightfully so, and CoryxKenshin didn't even have to respond to those allegations to prove his innocence. Well, it seems like this guy named MavAttack made a series of videos. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. I have not seen them myself, but we'll give it a watch.
Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Angelo, but most of you know me by MavAttack, or Mav. I've seen some alarming evidence these past few weeks, and I'm speaking in support of the victims who have recently come forward.
Victims? I thought it was just one person that spoke out against Cory. To my knowledge, that was the only accusation, was just one person came forward. They had like a bit of a toxic relationship, and he was pretty good at communicating it. But that was really it. He, like, was hardly in the wrong whatsoever. The victim clearly came forward for fucking clout, and, okay, alright.
About some concerning behavior regarding a previous friend of mine, who a lot of you may know as CoryxKenshin.
Previous friend of yours. So, did you go out of your way to, like, behind his back to release this hit piece on him?
Cory and I met in 2014 and soon after became best friends for years until I cut ties with him in 2023. In March of 2023, I released a video on my channel explaining a few of the reasons why he and I were no longer associating or going to be doing collaborations anymore, as I thought I was done creating videos for a few years, but wanted to return to the MavAttack channel. The video was met with a lot of love and appreciation for my contributions to our numerous collaborations throughout the years, as well as listening to my story and experience being best friends and business collaborator with one of the biggest creators on the YouTube platform. The response, however positive, brought a wave of harassment and toxic behavior to my comments.
Okay.
Even going so far as to target my wife's social media accounts and the accounts of anyone looking to speak out in support of me simply expressing my truth.
Alright, well that's not good. Do you have, like, what are we going to talk about in this video that's going to be relevant? Because the allegations were a giant fucking nothing burger, so, like, what do you... I don't know, I'm just a little bit confused as to why you're making this video if, like, you made such a positive video.
My video wasn't intended to badmouth or run a smear campaign against Cory, and in fact, I mentioned how I believed he was still a good person at the time. In the video from 2023, I mentioned details such as how I never cared about what he gained from his success, and I just wanted to enjoy time with the person I connected with before his channel truly blew up. I also expressed frustrations at the time and vented to a friend of mine who Cory had a previous fling with.
Okay, so you vented... Why did you vent to your friend exactly?
About what he gained from his success, and I just wanted to... From 2023, I mentioned details such as how I never cared about what he gained from his success, and at the time invented to a friend of...
yeah, so you never... So you were never jealous about it, is that what you're communicating?
Mine, who Cory had a previous fling with, about how Cory wasn't interested in speaking publicly about people harassing his close friends and family.
I'm so confused the way you're communicating this. You're going, like, really fast.
Previous fling with, about how Cory wasn't interested in speaking publicly about people harassing his close friends and family.
He wasn't interested in speaking out about it? I mean, it's probably for the best. I mean, like, I don't know, unless it gets to, like, an extremely close, like, you know, I don't know, like, unless it's, like, his business, there's not really much of a point in speaking out about it, right? Unless it gets to a point where you have no other option but to speak out against it. Like, obviously, there's no harm in doing it, but, like, you can't really, it's gonna be, I don't know. You're gonna have to give me a very good reason for him to speak out against, like, this one specifically.
During his long content breaks. This friend of mine...
Oh.
Of mine at the
Why am I buffering?
Time.
We're fine. I don't know what that buffering was. I think we're good now.
post about Cory on a gossip website while mentioning me by name, which I felt I needed to come clean to.
What? God, I hate that the video
And
buffered
speaking
at worst
publicly
time.
about people harassing his close friends and family during his long content breaks. This friend of mine at the time would post about Cory on a gossip website while mentioning me by name, which I felt I needed to come clean to Cory about. He forgave me for it. I just wanted to be free from the public thinking we were still close and hounding me, even up until that point, about where Cory was. While there were positive comments, I dealt with numerous forms of harassment. Harassment that included insults, threats against my safety, and even claiming that I was a white man trying to weaponize sympathy against a black man, which, if you knew me, you would know that I'm an ethnically ambiguous person of color. In my experience, this was an attempt
No, this guy's white as fuck. This guy's white as fuck. I'm sorry. Like, hold on. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Alright. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Oh. Huh. Alright, I got another random white person. I don't know why I chose Michael Bay, of all people, but let's get this color. And, Huh. How about that? I guess you passed the test, MavAttack. You win this time, MavAttack.
to try and invalidate my identity, trauma, and personal experience as an individual who isn't afraid to be vulnerable and allow my emotions to come through regardless of the public perception.
That's so beautiful, King.
The same harassment I dealt with in the 2023 video is the same harassment I spent years dealing with prior, trying to make a business and name for myself, all while dealing with personal issues and being bombarded by comments harassing me about when Cory is going to return from one of his many lengthy breaks from—
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but, like, why the fuck are you making this video? Like, honestly, like, we're 2.5 minutes in and, like, you'd understand, like, maybe we would have, like, an understanding. I saw the victim, or the quote-unquote victim. I'm going to say quote-unquote victim because they're not really a victim. They came forward against CoryxKenshin because they had a fucking, oh my god, I had such a terrible time in the relationship. Get over yourself. Sorry. Like, you guys already expressed good boundaries, and you pretty much implied SA, and then you walked it back. Like, get over yourself, alright? But, like, where is... Like, why? I don't know. I'm a little confused as to why you're making this video and you're not really getting anywhere.
YouTube. Part of my issues with Cory that were communicated and shut down by him were when he would step away from YouTube without updating his obsessed audience. I'd then reach out to ask him if he could post on social media saying he's okay and to leave his friends and family alone, which would always conclude with him saying that's just how he is. He was going to do what he wanted regardless of how much it would hurt the people he claimed to love and care for. A couple common misunderstandings taken from this video were that I never communicated with Cory about his breaks and the harassment I was facing and instead posted it on the internet, when in reality I spoke about it with him multiple times throughout the years, even expressing it in YouTube.
That's great. Can you show us any of this? Like, what's going on?
Videos, which are all up on my channel. The public wanted to run with the narrative that Cory was the one who cut off the connection with me, when in fact, I was the one that cut ties with him because I had had enough. I was the one who decided—
You had enough with what? Okay. Even though witnessing the same family and friends actually using you, I still remain there for you to vent your frustrations and to share laughs with. I'm sorry, but I just can't keep continuing. I can't continue feeling like you're keeping me at arm's length. I'd rather have mental peace than to constantly feel like something is off with someone I've been closest to for this long. Dude, I'm gonna be so real with you. It is very natural for friends to grow apart. And I know that's not gonna be something that people want to hear, but friends grow apart all the fucking time. You know, you're best friends and you click with someone in high school and then you never talk again for the rest of your life. You may try to reconnect later in life, but like, you are constantly changing after you graduate high school, and they're constantly changing after you graduate high school. Sometimes you naturally just don't click like you used to. It just happens. And that doesn't necessarily mean you were a bad match. Those friendships served its course. And for you to constantly feel like you're anxious, like, obviously, you know, if you don't want to be friends with Cory anymore, then you don't have to. If there's, like, if you're constantly feeling like something is wrong and you don't want to be friends anymore, that's fine. But it's like, why are we coming forward with a video about this? Why is this on the internet? I've always cared for you and loved you, even if I've made past mistakes and my past actions have shown otherwise. I just can't continue this friendship. See you around. Okay? Why do we care about this?
decided that the friendship no longer served my best interests, and I distanced myself with him for good.
Okay, why do we care about this?
Instead of allowing myself to remain at arm's reach. I had also mentioned in the video, which was set to private only a few days after it was posted, due to it reaching nearly an overwhelming 700,000 views, that I held frustrations towards him for taking parts of my creative ideas in my videos, which I felt he was using.
I don't care about any of this. What the fuck? I don't care about any of this. You had a bad friendship and you cut him off and that's it. Good. Okay, like, what's the deal with a fucking 42-minute long video about this shit?
To help further establish and push his own personal brand. This issue was brought up.
I feel like this is such a cancellation attempt, dude. This is so fucking, like, he waited for the person to come forward with their allegations and then he put this plan and waited weeks to set this plan in motion. That's the vibe I'm getting. And then you're gonna have the fucking quote-unquote the fake victim speak out about this, because she is a fake victim. She's not a real victim of literally anything.
To Cory during one of our last few times speaking on the phone, which he admitted to doing and apologized for. I wasn't the only person who not only fell victim to the ravenous fan base that CoryxKenshin had accumulated, but also, from my view, the neglectful and unempathetic person that Cory is behind the scenes.
No, that's terrible. Well, okay, you, like, listen, every video is gonna get some level of hate here and there. I just don't believe... It's gonna be a tough sell to say, hey, wow, you don't want to be friends with him anymore? Oh, no. It's a tough sell that, like, you would get an overwhelming amount of hate from that. Like, I don't know, man. It's like... If you guys really had, like, a nice friendship that, like, didn't work out and then you were done with it and that was that, then, I don't know. There's something really not adding up about this story. It's just, something is not right about it.
Cory's brother, Certified AK, posted a YouTube video back in 2020 titled The Truth, where he expressed his sadness and disappointment and lack of motivation to enjoy creating YouTube videos due to an invasion of comments asking for Cory's whereabouts.
Why does this matter?
I texted my brother probably like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god, why the fuck does any of this matter? Can you get to the fucking meat and potatoes of this video? Like, why does any of this matter?
I showed him all the comments, all the spams I was getting on my channel. And yeah, I'm just put in the video of what he said, guys. And
big bro. Cory, man, I'm sick of you freaking comments in a video. Now, I'll speak on why I've been gone. If you don't like those comments, you need to tell your community that, but I told you what's going to happen. It's going to happen to Bryn. It happened to Mav. It's going to happen to you. Okay, so from what I'm getting at, Cory seems like he has a lot of fans, right? When you have a fan base that's almost identical to Markiplier, I guess we'll say, because there's a lot of overlap with Markiplier and CoryxKenshin, then, you know, you're going to obviously get some toxic parasocial fans, and it happens, and they're going to fight for you, and they're going to do all these, like, weird shit to other communities. And, like, that's going to be, unfortunately, just the reality. You kind of just have to, like, sit through that and deal with it if you want to be a content creator. MavAttack is clearly a content creator. He can handle some level of hate. Like, I know his family was getting harassed. That sucks. You should deal with it. But there's only so much Cory can do. Mav is essentially implying that Cory was responsible for him getting attacked by his fan base. And I just don't subscribe to that idea. That just seems very... There's something just not adding up about it at all. I don't know, man. This is so fucking weird.
Honestly, I already knew he was about to say that. I already knew. I just texted him and told him just to see if he was aware.
It's so weird. It's such a weird thing to use someone's brother, by the way, in, like, a hit piece against them as well. That's also another, like, very weird thing to do.
Just already knew he was going to say, that's my brother.
I don't know, man. I don't like this video. Oh, like, we're 5 minutes in. I already don't like this video. This video just seems like it's gonna be really fucking stupid.
All my life, 16 years, I've known exactly what he was gonna say.
The reason I brought up this video in particular is that in the first few minutes, Certified AK discusses Cory's hiatus and proceeds to mention how he texts Cory asking for help, and Cory told him that it's not his responsibility to address Certified AK's community, which I personally believe mostly came from Cory, and that it happened to Mav, and it's
There's only so much you can do to control your fan base. Like, this is such a nothing point. Like, literally, like, what is he supposed to do? Tell every single fan, oh my god, stop it, guys, stop it, guys. Like, what is he supposed to do as a content creator? There's only so much you can do when you have such a large fan base attached to you. You're, like, assigning way too much responsibility to Cory at this point.
Especially gonna happen to you. Knowing that I was one of the closest people to Cory while dealing with the same harassment as another helped validate all of the anguish I had endured. However,
Validate, yeah. Validate's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Find it disgusting that this behavior and harassment had to happen to a minor at the time. My wife, Lady Plague, who previously went by Rolam, was also subjected to numerous forms of harassment, such as degrading...
What the fuck? Where did the minor part came from? You said it was his brother. You said it was his brother. What the fuck do you mean? Like, what? Where did the minor part come from?
Her character and career, and even receiving death threats for simply speaking out in support of my experiences. I was frustrated that others were being—
Yeah, your experience is not valid. I don't give a shit. Quite frankly, sorry. Like, you gotta, like, actually have something of substance here instead of just being like, oh my god, Cory's fans attacked me when I made a video. Okay, well, get over it. Sorry. There's only so much he can do about it.
As affected as me, and in hindsight, it would have been easier to stop collaborating and cut ties with Cory earlier on, but when you believe things with your best friend are good, and you're working side by side together, it's hard to see the bigger picture and easier to tolerate the harassment. Once the internet was done—
Dude, get over yourself. Honestly, get the fuck over yourself.
Reacting to my video in 2023, I thought that was the end of it. Regarding the recent assertion that came out from an ex-girlfriend of Cory's, I would like to—
Oh yeah, you mean the allegations that were a giant fucking nothing burger, and now you're gonna use that as an opportunity to fucking stab Cory in the back? Oh great. This ought to be good.
First start off by saying I'm extremely sad and hurt to hear that there are not only friends and family, but romantic relationships, which were also impacted by Cory's selfishness.
Dude, it was a giant nothing burger. She ChatGPT'd her entire allegations. And she fucking insinuated that he essayed and then cheated and a whole bunch of stuff that was just a giant nothing burger. And now you're gonna sit here and over-validate dumb bullshit? This is so bad faith. What the fuck? You are such a scumbag.
Recently, Panda Ninja, who was an ex-girlfriend of Cory's—
Yeah, she's a loser. Panda Ninja's a total fucking loser who just, like, is, like, an actual insult to legitimate survivors of horrific things.
Spoke out about her time being with him on and off through the years from 2016 onward, providing videos, screenshots of text message conversations.
Yeah, and if you actually looked through them, any person with half a fucking brain would come to the conclusion that she was not only lying about a lot of stuff, but she also is just a fucking, like, just sad POS, quite frankly.
And her perspective of their time together. I met Panda in August—
I don't care.
Of 2017, where myself, Panda, and Cory all spent time in person. Not only did I meet Panda, but I got to see her and Cory's chemistry around each other. Based on my own personal conversations with Cory and my time around both him and Panda, I believe her account and confirm that the messages align with what I witnessed.
Align with what I witnessed? Oh my god, dude. Okay. What did you witness? Alright, you already are shattering your credibility within the first 7 minutes of this fucking video, so, like, what do you have to say?
Can confirm that the screenshots she provided when telling her story are in fact true, and Cory's behavior—
Yeah, they are real, but they're still nothing. Just because they're real doesn't mean they actually have legitimate allegations. Are you gonna actually talk about the allegations, or are you gonna just maliciously fucking smear Cory's name? Because that seems like what you're doing here right now.
Language seen in the text messages are in fact real. Not only are they real messages, but what wasn't publicly shown in the text thread mentions my name as one of the people who Cory informed of his and Panda's relationship at—
Oh my god, okay. I guess we have to read more context. That just does not matter. No worries, you have the right to ask whatever/say whatever. It was never anything you did, and at the peak of whatever you had going on, I'm sure I loved you. Did anyone else know how you felt? A few friends, Mav for sure, but that was it. They always cheered us on. I just had half my body in the pool anyways. Anyway, I stayed up all night and gonna head to bed now. Glad I see— What am I supposed to do with this? He just mentioned you for a brief second, and you showed proof. Like, what is this supposed to prove, huh? What kind of story are you crafting here? What am I supposed to do with this?
The time. Once Panda's story blew up online, she faced multiple forms of harassment, such as—
Good! I'm glad!
And even received death threats for simply expressing her truth.
Good. I'm glad. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. She literally lied about a bunch of serious things and implied that she was essayed. I don't fucking care. Good. Whatever.
Story wasn't what many people claim to be a nothing burger.
It was a nothing burger. It absolutely was a nothing burger.
Videos disingenuously presenting Panda's story, showcasing a lot of—
What do you mean? We looked at everything! We looked at fucking everything! What do you mean people were disingenuous about it? What, there was one person who made a fake account on, like, Twitter and then just said, okay, yeah, fine. If you're referring to the one person who made the fucking fake account and then said, oh my god, everything was fake and everything, I lied about everything or whatever, then yeah, whatever, fine. I guess you have a point there, and that's, I guess, is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but you are being so disingenuous. Dude, I don't know if I can sit through this. We're 7.5 minutes in, I'm already triggered. I'm already so fucking mad at this guy. This guy is, like, being such a scumbag. This guy is being such a worthless loser.
A very serious circumstance. In Panda speaking out, she set forth the openness and strength for others with similar stories to
She's the voice of other survivors. Oh my god.
Out of the shadows. Shortly after Panda's story circulated, another woman reached out to Panda with more proof of Cory's terrible behavior with women, disregarding personal boundaries, and even going so far as to have close friends keep tabs on what these women were saying and doing on their social media accounts.
Wow, that's terrible. Talk to a fucking therapist or deal with it offline.
In 2015, I received a YouTube DM from...
Bro, this is such high school drama. You're like literally being so fucking stupid about all this. Oh, great. Okay. This is just in case you didn't check your YouTube private messages since I sent you this there first. Hey, Mav, blank here. I just want you to know something important. It's about Cory. Don't worry. It's nothing bad. Okay, nothing bad. I've just been wondering something for a few weeks now. So, Mav, already, if they're saying it's nothing bad, that disproves your narrative saying Cory's terrible behavior to all these people. Okay, so if it's nothing bad, then that's obviously a contradiction in your narrative. Would really like to help me come to a conclusion since you're his best friend and know him better than I do. Me and Cory have known each other for a while, or a little over a year now, and have been talking a lot over the duration on YouTube and Skype. Mostly over Skype. On the 24th of April of this year, when we started voice chatting, you guys, also, by the way, Cory's biggest crime here is using Skype, by the way. Skype is so fucking obsolete now. Use Discord, man. Fucking, like, who the fuck uses Skype in 2024, 2025, man? What the fuck? Oh, this was this was 2015. Wait a minute. Hold on, that says 2015. Okay, so if this was 10 years ago, why the fuck are you coming forward with this now in 2025? Did you just wait for Cory to get canceled to show this? Mav is such a scumbag. He's such a slimy little fucking weasel. What the fuck? Oh my god. You never came forward with this until fucking 2025. That is fucking crazy. Okay, bro. Now, this is what I need help with. A few times I've noticed very strong, clear signs of flirting and hitting on me. No, not in a joking manner. He sounds serious, and I don't go to conclusion unless there's enough legitimate evidence. So this is just a genuine situation. From him complimenting me on my smile, my eyes, and me overall. Wow, sounds like a nice guy. Sounds like a really, really nice guy. You should go out with him. Or say no to him and set proper boundaries if you hate them. Dude, this is a hot take. If you're going to be this parasocial to reach out to someone and be like, oh my god, he was hitting on me and I feel uncomfortable. Okay, say no. Tell him no. Why do you have to fucking email friends? If you don't have any autonomy over yourself, then maybe you're not mature enough to be on the internet. Maybe go offline and fucking learn how to socialize with people or something. I don't fucking know. Every bad quality I mentioned in my past boyfriends, Cory said he doesn't do that stuff or have the positive things that my past boyfriends didn't have, and said it was a very obviously flirty and hopefully way as if to discreetly point me in the direction and saying to date him rather than those other guys. Now, it doesn't seem like just innocent curiousness anymore. I've never gotten such strong signs of romantic interest from someone that just wants to be friends. So does that make me think that he has romantic feelings for me and is interested in dating me? But I'm not completely sure. Am I just looking at this from the wrong angle? Did he mean these things innocently, or do you know how it came up? I'm so unsure. Shed light on this mystery, I would appreciate it. So how the fuck is this bad behavior if the victim themselves said it wasn't bad? And you're simply, you applied that assertion to it. Okay, let's see what your dumbass replied. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm just now receiving this. As far as that goes, I'm not too sure what his intentions are or anything like that. He could just be joking or want someone to talk to, but I really don't know, lol. I would say talk to him and ask him because it'd probably get out better. Wait! You're encouraging her to go out with him! You're encouraging her to go out with him! You engaged in it, and you're supposed to say... You're expecting all of us to just believe that Cory is like the main aggressor in this situation, even though you encouraged it? This guy is such a scumbag!
Woman who was close friends with Cory at the time, asking for clarification about their friendship, wondering if there was more of a romantic interest by the way he would speak to her. I couldn't provide any clarity though, and I didn't think much of it at the time. A few years ago, she
okay, cool.
replied to a YouTube comment on her channel, updating someone about her and Cory's friendship and
Okay, this is me answering from another channel. Yeah, me and CoryxKenshin were really close friends. We aren't anymore due to him believing what a fan said about me and yelled at me for being a terrible person. None of it was true. Oh, wow, that's terrible. Okay, cool, whatever.
Stated that they weren't friends anymore due to him believing what a fan said about me and yelled at me for being a terrible person. Another person who I believe is a victim in all of this, who, out of respect for her privacy, I won't make...
Dude, I love that he's just labeling them victims. He's just like, this is a victim of a horrific thing. A victim of what, Do you wanna fucking explain what he's a victim of? Do you care to elaborate? Oh, just terrible, maybe fuckboy behavior, arguably? Oh, okay, well that sucks. I don't know, deal with it online, or say no to him, or fucking learn to set better boundaries. I don't fucking know, dude.
By name is a woman I met early on in Cory and I's friendship, who happened to be a long-time on and off high school girlfriend of Cory's.
Okay, sounds great. Cool.
Between all of his questionable relationships with women, it seemed to me there was always someone he could fall back on. I recall...
Oh my god, you can't make it up, dude. He's just like, he always wants a woman to fall back on. He wants fucking friends with benefits to fall back on. So does a lot of people in the real world. What, are you gonna cancel them too? Or are you just gonna come forward with this because you're fucking angry that you dealt with one situation, you're disgruntled about it? Okay, dude.
One situation
this guy is such a scumbag. This guy is like a literal fucking weaselly liar.
Where Cory had a random woman come out to his house when his girlfriend came over unannounced and awkwardly found Cory and the woman in his bedroom. This is just a
okay, that sucks. He got walked in on, fucking banging his shit.
Glimpse into how Cory treats his relationship with women. In my view,
oh my god, he had sex with a woman! Oh no! Oh my god! He treats women so terribly! He's fucking defiling my women!
He often disregarded the emotions and boundaries of people around him.
Yeah, that's just an assertion you made. You can't fucking expect me to believe you blindly if you're just making random fucking assertions. Can you, like, actually show us that? Or are you just gonna keep fucking being angry that your friendship didn't work out?
Actually, women.
Because of your choice, by the way.
Treating relationships casually and selfishly. I felt...
Who cares? So does most of the dating world. Do you know how hard it is to date as a fucking Gen Zer and how selfish everybody is? Yeah, that's just how dating is now. Sadly, okay, whatever, dude. If you're gonna get angry at how people date, then you're gonna have to get angry at, like, more than half the fucking world for looking after themselves first. That's what he's saying, by the way. Cory is at fault for doing that. This guy is... I can't help but that he's kind of projecting a little bit. Because, in a weird way, coming forward with this video is selfish. And so, I don't know, it's like you're kind of projecting just a little bit here.
The need to write a statement to help further validate the victim's experiences, and in my experience...
I don't care to validate these victims. They're not victims of anything. They can fuck off, quite frankly.
This was psychological manipulation and emotional...
Yeah, I mean, like, you're gonna... It's okay. That's just an assertion you made. We don't know that.
It's been difficult to reconcile the public image you've built, one centered around faith, morality, and...
Dude, you're a fucking weaselly little lying bitch. You know that? Jesus Christ.
...values, with the private behavior I and others have personally witnessed over the years. In my experience...
Oh, great. That's terrible.
...and personal interactions, there's a deep disconnect between the public persona you've cultivated and the conduct I observed in private settings.
This guy literally just came forward with this video just for clout, by the way. That's like, I could see the motivation now. He waited for the allegations to come forward about Cory, and he thought to himself, you know, how can I capitalize off of this and get as many views as possible? Dude, we're in 2025. This hasn't worked with anyone else that has done any of this at this point, and it's just not going to work with you for anyone who's actually legitimately smart, because you're being so fucking deceptive here.
Utilizing a family-safe brand image to attract children and people who may not know any better is disgusting in my eyes.
Dude, this is a fucking disgusting insinuation. He's basically calling Cory a pedophile here. He's saying he's using his brand-friendly image to attract children. That's disgusting. That's what he's insinuating here. He's not gonna say it like that. This is fucking disgusting. He's literally dog whistling that Cory is a fucking pedophile here. You are such an idiot, dude. Oh my god, this guy is such a loser.
I believe all you care about is yourself and protecting your brand image. I don't believe you care about your audience, and I sure don't believe you care about your friends or your family. This is...
Wow, sounds like you're talking about yourself quite a bit. You sure like to talk about yourself a lot.
Isn't about trying to dirty Cory's name, because I believe he's done that himself to anyone who has ever seen past his facade.
Well, looking at the like to dislike ratio on this video, I think you dirtied your name.
Video isn't about clout or trying to build or gain anything from his name or platform.
Yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is. Don't fucking lie to me.
There was a point in time where I truly thought Cory was a good person, but as time has gone on and more people have received personal traumas due to his actions,
Oh no! Go to therapy.
felt I needed to speak. Mental and emotional abuse are very much a real thing that is typically not taken seriously by society at large, especially when it
Actually, it is. People get falsely accused for mental and emotional abuse all the time. Like, in situations where it's not emotional and mental abuse. And Cory almost got canceled from this one until they realized that the quote-unquote victim is just a fucking non-credible idiot, quite frankly.
comes from a woman's voice. Just because someone isn't physically abused doesn't mean we get to take the victim's voices lightly. What
Well, clearly you weren't abused enough as a child.
personally witnessed and gone through, and what others have shared all mirror
I wish this guy was legitimately fucking abused, so he actually knew what legitimate abuse looked like.
emotional abuse to me. The last text Cory sent me
Wow.
mentioned that he was hopeful to change and repair things with his mother because the same anger he had towards me, he held against her, and maybe their relationship wouldn't have to decay the same way
Sounds like he's trying to do the right thing. Maybe you should take some fucking notes from him.
ours did. Not only do I believe that you haven't changed, but from my perspective, you continue to misuse the influence you've been given, taking advantage of situations and people when it suits you. In my experience, your behavior has followed a deeply harmful pattern that echoes emotional and psychological manipulation, all the while
Oh my god, this guy is such a fucking scumbag. This guy is such a loser. Jesus Christ. You literally just waited for the allegations to come forward and gave all these fucking personal assertions that have no basis or evidence to even back them up whatsoever. You just showed a random fan who Cory and her was talking with, and then they didn't work out, and that was it. And that's just like private personal drama. That's all this is. It's just like private personal fucking drama that you're airing to the public for clout because you're fucking, I guess rent was due.
being enabled by the one so dedicated to keeping your name in a good light. You've given millions the false impression that you're a man of God and that you're a beacon of light, and from my perspective, the culture surrounding
I don't know. I mean, Cory seems to have a lot of credibility given that these allegations are really fucking stupid.
your platform mirrors the harm I believe you've caused behind the scenes,
Wow, you're such a fucking hero for speaking out on this. Jesus Christ.
reflecting a pattern of disregard towards women, close friends, and those who once trusted you, including myself. Cory's fanbase has at times engaged in patterns of misogynistic harassment, particularly towards women.
How? Please, show us. Show us an example. Show us specific examples of Cory's fans being like, oh my god, we hate women. Women are terrible. Show examples of them being fucking red-pilled. Dude, I swear to god, this video is gonna make me fucking red-pilled at this point. Jesus fuck.
Those who speak critically or share personal experiences. While creators can't control every follower, the absence of public acknowledgement from Cory has contributed to a climate where this—
Why don't you show us that? He's not gonna show any of this because he knows that he's being so fucking deceptive here with his language. He insinuated that Cory was a pedophile and that he was branding himself in such a way to attract children is disgusting. He knows what he's doing here. He's trying to make Cory seem insidious. This video is disgusting. This video is fucking gross.
behavior is often left unchecked. In my experience, this
In
is
my experience, I don't give a fuck about your experience. Your experience is invalid. Your experience does not matter at all. It's not relevant whatsoever. And it should not have been on the internet. Your experience is fucking irrelevant, and no one gives a shit. Sorry.
a massive
Sorry.
social problem, and Cory's fanbase is a huge example of the lengths people will go to defend someone they know absolutely
I don't care.
nothing about.
I don't care.
also do not fault Panda for reacting the way she did after her experience
I do. She's a fucking loser bitch.
was shared. People who are on the outside looking in will never truly understand the attention and scrutiny you'll face when dealing with a massive slice of the internet, especially when speaking
Wow, that sucks. Maybe don't fucking lie or make false allegations that you generate with ChatGPT.
your truth about a large figure in that space and how easy it is to spiral, causing one to potentially change information on their account, hide content, or even deactivate altogether. You
Cool. I don't care. Don't make false allegations on people. False allegations suck.
can't know how to handle or manage when you're going through that constant pressure, especially if you've never experienced anything like that, which most of you have not. I followed a similar
Wow. So inspirational.
pattern as Panda with my 2023 video, not knowing how to handle all of the voices and opinions from the public at large, feeling isolated, alone, and lost.
Well, that sucks for you, I guess.
Something that big can cause you to not think and just act due to the shock of circumstance and how much of an impact your words may have. Large platforms should
Good. I hope they have an impact on you guys. You guys deserve it. You guys are being literal fucking scumbags. Good.
utilized to help the world, not be kept quiet and in the shadows only when it's convenient for the person running them to benefit from it.
This is so ironic, by the way. This is so fucking ironic because you waited in the shadows to fucking make this video once the allegations came forward. You waited a month later and then you came forward with this fucking shit. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This whole video is just constant projection.
I want to address one last thing about my video from 2023. A lot of people tried to push the narrative that I was jealous of Cory's success, or that I was a clout chaser. From everything I've
you clearly are.
seen, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Okay, yeah, tough sell.
Showed me a conversation she had with Cory. He was spending time with Dashi, a close friend and collaborator of his, and brought up—
Oh, great. Did he groom Dashi and, like, have sex with Dashi too? Terribly? Oh my god. Lol, you're basically up there with him. What does he have to different than what you have? Movie called Skyscraper, and nah, if you came here, you'd know this. Dude, way richer. Was it good? Lol, both are successful. That's something to be proud of. Facts, and yeah, it was decent. So, okay, you're showing us proof for a fucking nothing burger, but you cannot show us proof for any of the other serious claims that he manipulates children and weaponizes his audience on blah, 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 blah. You can't show us proof for that, but you're going to show us proof for something that doesn't fucking matter? Fuck out of here.
Dashi is, how he wasn't as rich, while also being annoyed that Panda admired Dashi. To me, that was revealing. It's—
okay. Oh shit, you're with Dashi, lol, lol, lol. Tell him you said hello. Yeah, you're true fave. Lamau, Cory, you know you're my fave. Don't get jelly. You're jelly. Ooh, please, Dashi yells too much. JK, JK. Okay, this sounds like playful banter. What do you want me to fucking say? Okay, and it's also funny because she literally alleges that Cory cheated on her. So, when Cory cheats on her, oh, well, that's terrible. But, suddenly, when she cheats on him, oh, Cory is the aggressor still, huh? Stay fucking consistent with your narrative.
Suggested that
like, why aren't you consistent with your fucking narrative?
Being confident in the friendship.
It's like, what? Like, one person cheating is okay, but not the other? Okay, that makes perfect sense, dude.
He compared himself to someone close to him and turned it into a point of tension. I bring up Dashi for two reasons. First, because I've personally met and hung around him on multiple occasions.
I wish you didn't. You fucking don't deserve any of this fucking clout that you're getting.
Second, because if I were close to someone who carried feelings of inadequacy into their friendships, I'd want to know. From my perspective, Cory sometimes leveraged his relationship with Dashi in ways that felt unhealthy. It wasn't just casual name dropping.
How does he leverage it? Leverage is such a big fucking word. Does he tell Dashi that he's gonna cancel him if he doesn't do something for him or something? How does he leverage it?
It came across like he was using it to provoke Panda, to test her, even to create arguments.
How? How?
Fact was that even something as simple as a birthday wish could turn into a conflict.
How? Are you going to show any of this?
In my view, that shows a pattern of emotional manipulation.
Oh my god! You are so fucking stupid. You're actually one of the biggest fucking idiots ever. Oh, okay. Relationship conflict equals emotional manipulation. Alright, cool. Can you show us that? Or are you just gonna, like, continue to fucking virtue signal to whatever is left of your audience at this point? But it seems like the overwhelming narrative is against you, and I can see why. This video is terrible dog shit.
For connection, but for control. That's why I believe it's important to talk about. Because when you see someone consistently using situations or people to create—
well, maybe you need to get your head screwed on tighter, because clearly this is a nothing burger.
Distance instead of closeness, that's not just insecurity. It can be damaging to the people around them. I was never jealous of Cory's success. Jealousy isn't telling Cory's community off while still wanting to work with and enjoy my time with him because he was my best friend, even though I hated the toxicity of his community. I believe wanting to see the fruits of my hard work and labor day after day is not being jealous. I was never jealous of Cory.
I believe it. Not.
I'm taking this time to take accountability for not standing up for women because in the past, I was ignorant to them seeking help regarding Cory. Moving forward, I'm no longer letting those voices remain silent. I want to make it very clear that this statement is not an attempt to slander, defame, or cause harm to Cory.
Yes, it is! It very obviously is. You're insinuated that he was a pedophile, essentially, earlier in this video. That is so defamatory. Okay, dude. Yeah, it's fucking so dishonest.
This is a statement rooted in my own experience, observations, and in support of those who've been affected, which is being shared in good faith and for the purpose of
That's not. This is like one of the most bad faith interpretations of the CoryxKenshin situation that I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Okay, dude.
Transparency, incitement of dialogue, and accountability. I felt manipulated by Cory's actions and emotionally harmed by how he treated me and others, and I believe that a public apology and
well, if you feel manipulated, then I guess that makes you stupid. I don't don't know. CoryxKenshin hasn't done anything egregious here, so you clearly misinterpreted, which makes you a very fucking stupid human being.
Acknowledgement is not only justified, but very necessary.
What's in that little forehead of yours? Is it a brain? No, I don't think anything is in there at all. Damn, bro. How are you standing and talking then? That's crazy. The fact that you're able to do that to begin with is a little surprising to me. We need to study this science specimen phenomenon right in front of us.
For healing. Thank you so much for hearing my voice. And now, standing
you're not welcome, you fucking idiot.
side by side with me, here is Panda Ninja, who has a few things to say.
Oh, great. The fucking woman who, oh my god, she has her fucking tits out and everything. Great. I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Panda, I want to thank you so much for your courage and you speaking out and presenting everything in your story. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mav. I'm Panda, also known as Panda Ninja.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Oh my... Did you guys see that? Okay, look at her in this shot, right?
Everything in your story. The floor is yours.
Right? Look at her, wait for it.
I'm Panda.
Oh my... You can't tell me that she doesn't know what she's doing. You can't fucking tell me. Also, what the fuck is that, by the way? That's a hickey on a place. Alright, sorry. I won't comment on that. Whatever. Whatever is your business, Panda. I guess you do you, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, basically, if you saw my last coverage of CoryxKenshin, I made, like, a weird conspiracy theory that she was kind of thirst-trapping in her allegations against Cory. I feel like this just confirms it. I'm not gonna hold you. This definitely confirms it.
Also known as Panda Ninja, the one you mocked, misquoted, and tried to bury under your projections. Guess what? I'm still here. Surprised to see us in the same video? Yeah, we figured. Instead of letting strangers rewrite the story, we're saying it ourselves. Direct and unfiltered. Awkward, isn't it? You weren't ready for this. This isn't...
What the fuck? She can't even read a script properly. You can tell that she's obviously reading a script, but the tone of her voice is just very, like, off. Alright.
About canceling him. It's about accountability. Canceling erases people. Accountability forces them to face what they've done. If that's...
Oh, great. This is already ChatGPT coded. Alright, I'm... I don't know if I could do this, man. We have to sit through 35 minutes of just talking to ChatGPT and just not the fucking woman herself. I'm convinced that this woman is AI generated at this point. She's a fucking beep boop boop beep boop android.
Feels like canceling, that's because nobody's ever held him accountable before. Here's the truth. He didn't need to put his hands on me to leave scars. He punished with silence. He messed with my head. Gaslit, love bomb, disappeared, then spun the story to make me look unstable. That was control. The way he treated me left me feeling mentally and emotionally abused.
Wow, terrible. Terrible. That's horrible. Go to a therapist.
Wasn't just me. Others around him felt it too. Everybody's...
Oh, okay. Then how come no one else just came forward about it?
They care about mental health until it's right in front of them. You can't claim to fight for it while weaponizing it against survivors. That's not support, and it's...
You're not a survivor of assault. You're a fucking just terrible human being who went through a fucking shit relationship and you're probably at fault for it yourself. Because guess what? If you've been in a toxic relationship, then you're probably a toxic yourself. Shit attracts shit at the end of the day. I don't know, go to fucking therapy and handle it offline and stop thirst trapping to your fucking audience.
So many shut up and suffer in silence. And no, I didn't post every...
Well, you should suffer.
...detail. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It means I was protecting myself from him and from the internet circus that never shuts the fuck up. Also, y'all ran with some essay shit I never even said. Not once, not hinted at all. But because reading is hard...
You definitely implied it in the beginning of your allegations. Maybe that's why we shouldn't use fucking AI to write our fucking allegations like you're using AI right now.
Thinking is extinct. You turn your own fake headline into a whole narrative. I said he didn't do that. I repeated it. The fact I had to...
You said it after you released your allegations.
Say it over and over proves you weren't listening. You were twisting on purpose.
I put out a series of allegations, but I said he didn't essay me. Oh my god. Oh, no. Okay. You're the one that's at fault for interpreting it that way, even though I was clearly trying to insinuate that he did. Oh, okay. Cool.
Just because it wasn't essay doesn't mean it wasn't abuse. Doesn't mean it didn't damage me.
How is it abuse? When you say emotional abuse, I think of, like, Brad taste in music, like verbally abusing and yelling at you to create control, or physical abuse, giving you bruises and all this other fucking shit, like going through domestic abuse. Yeah, the extent of the abuse is that he, fuckboyed you. That's terrible. Maybe go to therapy.
If that still doesn't click, you're not...
This woman is also in her mid-30s, by the way.
You're willfully ignorant. And I'm not here to babysit anybody
Oh, yeah, I'm the ignorant one. You got it, boss.
through common sense.
You got it, girl boss.
Nobody told y'all to run like dumbasses making up storylines and believing lies. I don't
Okay.
owe anyone any updates. Especially not people who only show up for the drama. You don't want truth, you want content. And because I don't post on your schedule,
Well, you're giving me a lot of free content. You're also giving me a lot of content to make fun of. And, yeah, the only one that's doing that is, you.
clearly I'm hiding or lying. Bitch, please. It means I'm not desperate for attention like the rest of you. The same
I posted allegations of CoryxKenshin, a famous content creator, abusing me, but I don't want attention. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing it to cancel him or get attention. I insinuated that he sexually assaulted me even though he didn't. I insinuated that he abused me even though he didn't. But I don't want attention. I don't want attention. Y'all are just drama fiends. Y'all be drama fiends.
people calling me a clout chaser are literally the ones posting shit for attention. Yeah.
It may be a clout chase, but I'm gonna take it a step further and say that you might get an OnlyFans and like use this as a plug for your OnlyFans. I wouldn't doubt it.
Y'all made hate videos, ran your mouths, and tried to go viral off me, but somehow I'm the fucking problem. As if
You are.
the damage he caused wasn't enough, then came the fake accounts. Thread after
The fucking fake accounts? What do you mean the fake accounts? There were no... Oh, you mean the fake accounts where someone pretended to be you? Oh, that's terrible. Maybe don't make fake accounts, or maybe don't make fake allegations. I don't know. How do you want me to feel bad for you for that someone made a fake account on you even though you yourself made fake allegations?
of lies, posts with words I never said, messages I never wrote. Some even claimed I edited conversations. Like, that makes sense. Y'all couldn't even tell the difference between Xbox and Discord, dude. Then you went and made a whole Xbox account, or maybe you just recycled the one you already had. Who even knows? Either way, the desperation was showing because nothing screams we've got truth like faking accounts and inventing posts. All that effort just to make someone innocent look bad just to protect a person you think matters more. Strangers who knew nothing were pretending to be credible witnesses. They didn't solve anything. They just put his toxic fan base on display. And the
You're preaching, ChatGPT.
funniest part, you call
This video is so fucking boring.
me weird, but nothing's weirder than strangers spending hours creating lies about someone they don't even know. YouTube.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Tell me again, who's weird? And the worst part, he chose
Yeah, you tell me.
to sit back and let it happen. This is the man who calls himself a Christian. He allowed harassment to happen in his name. He stayed silent while others did the fighting for him, and he built a brand on values he never lived by. Christian on Sunday, manipulator every other day. Tell me.
Damn. She's gonna cook in the music industry.
What's Christian about that, fucking coward? And
Wow. Yeah, I remember her at the end of her series of allegations. She says, this was never meant to insult him. This is not an insult to Cory whatsoever. I never actually meant to do that, but you just insulted him right there. So once again, your narrative is falling flat. Your narrative has no substance.
don't get it twisted. Bringing up his religion isn't crazy. He built that image himself, wore it like armor, used to sell himself as someone pure and untouchable. This isn't about belief. It's about
You're trying to sell yourself as a thirst trap right now.
behavior that never lined up with the values he claimed to represent. There's a difference. You don't have to believe me. Truth is, most of you never wanted to. You dragged me before I...
No, we looked at the allegations and it was just a bad relationship. That's really what it comes down to. There was no abuse. There was nothing. It's like you had all the opportunities to show patterns of abuse, but he never abused you whatsoever. You just lied and you came forward for clout or to cancel him or whatever the motivation was, I guess. I don't even know why you came forward, to be honest. You had nothing going for you here, and this video is fucking boring, dude. Oh, great.
even had the chance to speak. And let's be real, nobody else came forward because they saw exactly how I was treated. They stayed quiet out of fear. And I can't blame them, really.
Why would they stay quiet out of fear? What, do you think they're scared of you? We're scared of a fucking liar who's falsely claiming that she got abused and she's an insult to fucking survivors of abuse around her? Okay. Sure, I guess. Yeah, that narrative is gonna work well in your favor.
When I went on lives to explain pushing through stress just to be heard, y'all ignored the words and clowned how I spoke. Like,
Good.
that's what mattered. Let me
Good. You're a fucking weird lying bitch.
spell it out for you since most of you clearly don't know me. Stress
Okay, yeah, spell it out for me, because clearly I don't understand your, the language of stupidese.
triggers medical conditions I live with. When my anxiety spikes, I stutter, always have, and I also deal with chemo brain, lasting side effect of cancer treatment that messes with memory and speech. That's
Cool.
why I chose to write. Even then, it wasn't enough. You guys complained, mocked me, you picked apart like my pain was entertainment, like I was nothing more than a sideshow for you.
It was good entertainment. I mean, you're fucking thirst trapping to your audience, and you're trying to falsely accuse someone of serious allegations that don't even exist whatsoever in the proof that you showed us, so...
You to tear down. Some of you even said I was writing in poems. Let's be real. I write
You fucking...
better than half of you stupid ass people.
Shut the fuck up! You fucking use ChatGPT to write your fucking things and your allegations. Get the fuck out of here. You are not that smart. You literally used AI to write it for you. How are you gonna say you're a good writer when you used AI to help you write most of it? Okay. Listen, I don't have a problem with people using AI to help iron out certain things to make things flow more easily and stuff, but it still has to be in your own words, and it clearly was not in your own words. AI is doing a lot of heavy lifting for you.
Y'all just uneducated and just don't know how to do shit or read for that matter. I didn't do this for
Damn, constant projection throughout this whole video. Maybe you and Mav are perfect for each other.
you.
Speaking of which, is that Mav's hickey?
I did this for
On your
myself,
chest?
for every person he damaged and tossed aside like they were nothing. You don't know me. You don't know who I've stood with, who I've buried pieces of myself for, or how deep the scars run from people like him. You don't even know the basics, my color, my food, my grind, my blood.
Yeah, so then why didn't we hear it in the first set of allegations then? If we don't know the basis of it, or if we don't know the extent of it, why didn't you include it? Why wasn't all that information included in your first set of allegations then?
Instead, some of you were ignorant enough to...
You're basically just admitting to us that you are really, 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 really stupid here. That's what you're admitting to us, that you have a walnut-sized brain.
I must be white just because I'm light-skinned. Like, somehow that would make it all less serious. Like,
Dude, this woman's fucking white as fuck.
the damage wouldn't matter if you could erase my culture out of the story. That's racism. That's ignorance. And the funniest part, you were so wrong. I'm a minority. Asian and Spanish. You tried to strip me
Cool.
of who I am just to fit your weak-ass narrative. And in doing that, you proved exactly why stigma like this exists.
Bro, there are white Asians that exist. There are white Mexicans that exist. This woman's white as fuck. This woman is so white, and she's trying to make it seem like she isn't.
You showed your prejudice out loud. Meanwhile...
Prejustice? You mean prejudice, lady. Yeah, but we're the uneducated ones. You can't even fucking pronounce prejudice correctly.
This coward parades around and bragging about how he likes Latinas. Like, that somehow excuses the way he treats
Cool. I love Latinas as well.
That's who you defend. That's who you idolize. Some of you are way...
Wow, he said it. Latinas are beautiful. What, are we supposed to say Latinas are ugly, dumb bitches? Is that what you were supposed to say? I like Latinas. What the fuck?
Too comfortable running your mouths with no actual knowledge, considering none of you were there. You don't know the full story. You don't know the people
So
involved.
why didn't you include it in your first set of allegations then?
But you swear you understand what I've been through? You've clearly never been doxxed, cyberbullied, and harassed while trying to process trauma in real time. Just to be told you're doing it wrong? People expected me to know how to explain something I was still trying to process while being watched, doxxed, cyberbullied, interrogated, and judged the entire
I can see why Cory broke up with this woman. This woman is so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ.
time. I didn't owe y'all shit, because who the fuck are you? Were you in the bed with me and him? Were you there when we were on our excursions? No, you weren't.
Oh man, the sex was terrible. Oh no. She probably
I
liked the sex with him.
Supposed to speak for myself and for anyone else who's going through it or gone through it. Y'all already acting like rabid dogs off of vague sentences. You think I'm giving you more to chew on?
So you're admitting that the allegations you gave were vague and not in depth, huh?
Be for real. Gaslighting me at my weakest, they thought they could bully me into rewriting reality. But the truth was already written and it's not changing. And that 6-hour call some of you won't shut up about. Try getting one clean
Preach, ChatGPT, preach.
sentence out when your body's locked in fight or flight. When you're frozen, terrified to misspeak and fully aware every word is being dissected by people who are already...
Yeah, why aren't you showing any of us this? Why didn't you show us, like, any serious stuff? Like, get the fuck out of here. She's trying to insinuate that she was being abused and by CoryxKenshin. Like, get the fuck out of here with this. We already know that this is not true. Stop trying to insinuate this. Like, the gig is up.
Decided they fucking hate you. I've been used, lied to.
We do hate you, because you're a fucking weird, lying weirdo fucking bitch.
Fuck that, and then somehow cast as the villain? So imagine clawing up the strength.
Yeah, don't make false allegations and people won't do that to you. Sorry.
Finally speak while you're shaking, stressed, drowning, and the internet tears apart how you talk, how you type, how you look, how you breathe. Oh, she stuttered, must be lying. She paused, oh, she's faking. No, go fuck yourselves. And stop with the, it happened 7 years ago. Like, time erases scars. Like, time is supposed to clean it up, make it easier to ignore. It doesn't matter how long.
Go to a fucking therapist then. If a bad relationship is enough for you to get fucking hurt for 7 fucking years, and you're still not over it by that point, unless there's something really traumatic that happened in your relationship with her. There's nothing traumatic about this relationship whatsoever. It just didn't work out, and she's not over it 7 years later, and she sees him being successful, and she decided to come forward with this and decided to cancel him. I don't know, girl. Maybe you need to fucking reevaluate how you do life. Maybe you need to, like, have a better fucking mental health system or whatever. You are very... This is fucking dumb. You're not selling me on any of these points, and you're boring the shit out of me.
Ago was time doesn't hand you a clean slate. That's not growth. That's hiding until people forget. People
Thanks, ChatGPT. I appreciate that.
change. People grow up. Cool. Then explain the people he hurt more recently. What's the excuse now? I'm not here because what you saw on his channel. I'm here because of what he hit.
Bro, how did Mav look at all this and be like, thank you so much for speaking out. Thank you so much for speaking out against this terrible behavior. Bro, you all are scumbags. You all are fucking weird, scummy loser freaks. For trying to cancel Cory for something that he just didn't do wrong whatsoever. You guys are such losers.
You don't get it. So no, y'all aren't entitled to your opinions about shit you know nothing about. And just
Then you should have made that clear in your first set of allegations if we don't understand it.
so we're clear, he even
Because we reacted to what you posted.
said y'all need help. And no, that's not me defending him. It's just a fact because this level of parasocial delusion is insane.
Parasocial delusion. Also, I'm coming forward about my ex being a horrible person. Oh, okay.
Socials are the disease of this whole community. You sit behind screens drooling over a man who doesn't even know you exist. You're parasites feeding off his image and spitting venom at anyone who tells a story you can't handle. You don't defend him because you know him. You defend him because you've built a fake
I have to 2x speed this fucking video. This is so boring. Holy fuck.
version of him in your head. And the thought of that image breaking terrifies you. You're addicts. You're obsessed. You're sick. You'll scream his name till your throat burns and he still won't say yours once. He'll keep collecting your views, your money, blind loyalty while you eat each other alive in the comments. That's what being parasocial has made you, fighting like bodyguards for a man who wouldn't even hold the damn door for you. And another thing,
So true, queen.
this doesn't make the case this hard for a grown-ass man. He's not a toddler. He doesn't need you holding his hand just to speak. He's 32 years old, and y'all clown me for being old when I'm barely 2.5 years older than him? Make it make sense. It's not
Yeah, that's a huge self-report, saying that you're fucking older than him and you're more of a child than he is.
just parasocial fans. It's the culture that's been rotting for years. The gaming community is still drowning in misogyny.
That's not the fucking gotcha that you think it is.
And it shows in every comment section, every Twitch chat, every joke that gets a free pass because it came from the right face. Women aren't treated as equals. We're trophies, punching bags, or entertainment until we stop smiling, and then we're the problem. And it's actually
Oh, great. Misogyny now. We're accusing CoryxKenshin and his fans of being misogynistic now because I'm a woman. Yeah, this woman has an insane fucking victim complex.
most of the male creators.
It's like we're using every fucking victim complex. Cory is a pedophile, according to Mav. Cory is an abuser. Cory's a manipulator. He hates women and all these other fucking things. It's like, okay, what's the next victim complex gonna be?
sitting at the top don't challenge it. They thrive in it. Misogynistic behavior in the gaming community isn't talked about enough, and when it is, it's dismissed as drama or overreacting. But I've seen it, I've lived it, and I've been on the receiving end of it. Besides the very few who are humble and genuinely good,
Cool. I don't care that you were harassed. I don't give a fuck that you were harassed just because you decided to put false allegations. You're the one that decided to put this in the court of public opinion. You knew the risks. You had 7 years to fucking figure out what to do about it, and you decided to come forward with it on the internet, and it didn't work out for you, and you didn't get the clout that you wanted. Tough shit, lady. Sorry. Tough shit.
best have built entire careers off this imbalance. They profit from it, play into it, and protect it because it keeps them untouchable.
Good, I'm glad they're profiting off of your false allegations. They should.
Fan bases will excuse anything: harassment, cruelty, manipulation, because tearing down their
They might as well, because you wasted our fucking times with this nothing burger story.
idol would mean admitting that they've been worshiping the wrong person all along. And Cory, he's not just a passive bystander in this. By enabling it, by staying silent when his influence could have shifted the culture, he helped teach the entire generation that this behavior is normal. That status erases accountability. That if someone's popular enough, the rules don't apply. This is how toxicity becomes
The best fucking writer who reads off of ChatGPT this entire fucking series of allegations. You're so boring. Jesus fucking Christ.
baseline. This is how cruelty turns into currency. And this is how young viewers, kids grow up thinking
Cruelty turns into currency. This is such ChatGPT coded language. You cannot convince me otherwise.
is weakness and accountability is betrayal. Because their role models told them so without ever having to say the words. To every male creator coasting off this broken system, your silence isn't neutral. It's defiant. Every time you look the other way, you're telling your audience that women's safety matters less than your brand. Every time you laugh it off, you're telling the next generation that abuse is just part of the game. And when the day comes that it's you on the receiving end of the truth, you'll have no defense because you built a very culture that will tear you down. And while we're here, let's steal another rumor. No, I don't have an OnlyFans, and I'm not a sex worker. Never have, not now, not then. There are fake accounts out there pretending to be me, using my pictures, spinning lies, and y'all ran with it like idiots. Again, no.
You would be the type of person to get an OnlyFans or do this for an OnlyFans, though. Like, let's be fucking real. Even if you don't have one, I could see you making one down the line later, because this career that you're trying to set yourself up for is gonna die pretty damn quickly.
I'm not a sex worker or an OF model. But the way you weirdos obsessed, maybe I should open one just so you can finally.
You were you can't convince me otherwise that you weren't thirst trapping. The call that you were on with Mav where you're like fully clothed and then you like removed some clothing in your actual fucking video and then you thirst trapping in your first set of allegations against Cory, fuck out of here. There's no way you can convince me otherwise that you weren't thirst trapping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you definitely were.
Money where your mouth is. At least then your broke asses would actually be paying me instead of lying about me for free. I promise in my perspective, Cory will be my first subscriber though. Right next to all my haters and enemies, you'll be lined up paying me just to lurk. I've got nothing but respect for actual sex workers. They hustle, they grind, and they deal with the same harassment.
I do have respect for sex workers, actually, yeah. They actually don't live in the online world and actually know what legitimate sexual abuse is, unlike you dumb fucking weirdo freak.
And stigma. I see y'all try to throw at me. The difference is they don't deserve it either. Women and men in that line of work put up with enough bullshit already, and they deserve protection.
Yeah, you're trying to insinuate that, like, Cory's fans were making comments about sex workers as well, but that wasn't the main criticism at you. This is just a weird concern troll that you're trying to do.
Not judgment. What y'all do when you weaponize sex work as an insult is show how ignorant and hypocritical you really are. Y'all love the hashtag empowerment until it's about
So how is it hypocritical?
sex workers. Then suddenly they don't count, but you're the first one subscribing in secret. Hypocrites. He's been silent for a reason.
I guess she got us with that one. That was a bit of an own for you. Yeah, okay. We subscribed to... Even if we did subscribe to sex work and goon to it, okay. Okay. We never insulted sex workers to begin with. What's your point here?
I silenced with his answer with me, and it's the same move he's pulled on.
You know deep inside her head, she thought, ooh, this is gonna really show them. This is gonna be such a big fucking own.
People close to him for years. Friends, family, relationships, even back in high school. It's a pattern. He's done this shit for so long, he's completely desensitized. This isn't some phase. This is who he is. I found out so much shit that finally filled in all the confusing gaps I had for years. And it didn't come from trolls. It came from people who actually know him like I do. I'm not here to convince strangers. I'm not asking anyone to believe me. But if your whole argument relies on someone who never liked me to begin with, someone who wasn't even present when any of this happened, you're not speaking truth. You're just desperate to hate. Everybody got
Cory did a mean thing to me.
You got lying on my name like you know me. Talking about
Cory did a
mean thing. You don't even know my middle name.
He did a bad thing and he hurt me.
No, what I did was stop letting people like you. That's why you're mad. You can't stand the fact that I go back to sit at your little tables. I flip the board. I don't need your validation. You just need someone to hate because your lives are empty. You speak lies. You sit dirty, so you don't have to face yourself. You're not mad that I supposedly lied. You're mad that I grew. You're mad that the girl you thought you could walk all over turned into the woman who'll stomp the fuck out of your lives. So to the people
yeah, stomp the fuck out of me. Yeah, you sure are showing me.
saying he ghosted me, no, he didn't ghost me. He punished me with silence because he knew that was the best way to manipulate me when I was at my lowest. He knew exactly how to twist my emotions and keep me hooked. But that girl, the broken one he thought he could control, she doesn't exist anymore. I took time for myself. I healed, and I'm not her anymore. I never needed him for
Yeah, you're healed. That's why you made your allegations, and that's why you're here with Mav, leveraging more allegations against Cory when everyone knew you were a lying bitch. Got it?
I never used his name to build myself up. I had the chance plenty of times, and I didn't because not everyone is desperate to be famous. Some of us were just living our lives, creating content for fun, not to ride somebody else's wave. When Cory asked me what I wanted
Yeah. That's why your content's ass.
for my birthday, I told him I wanted to see him, of course, but I also said I loved to meet Dashi. Instead of being happy to share that moment with me, he got angry, he yelled, he hung up on me, and then disappeared for a while. And then later on, when he did come back, he kept bringing up Dashi on different occasions, not in a neutral way, but in ways I knew were meant to get a reaction out of me. It felt like he was dangling Dashi's name in front of me just to test me, just to start arguments. For me, that shows something deeper. He wasn't just upset about one conversation. He was taking someone I genuinely admired and twisting it into another way to punish me. To make me feel like I was wrong for asking for something so simple. Even my birthday wish, something that should have been positive, became another tool he could use for control. And in my perspective, that's emotional abuse. Another thing I need to point out is
Okay, yeah, so he's fucking bringing up Dashi, and you guys had fights, and therefore it's emotional abuse. Got it. Okay, you're such a fucking weird bitch. I'm sorry. You can't convince me otherwise. You are trying to convince us that arguments equal emotional abuse. Oh, yeah, no, typical things you see in emotional abuse: insulting, manipulation, constant fucking gaslighting over and over again. Terrible fucking things that people go through, actual legitimate emotional abuse. Fuck those guys. I'm joining in on the circle now. That's what you're saying. You want to be seen in the same circle. You want to be seen as a fucking survivor when you don't even know what the fuck emotional abuse actually looks like. It almost makes me wish you were actually legitimately abused so you actually know what it's like. God.
how Cory's tone toward me changed over the years. 3 different eras, 3 different versions of him, all depending on what suited him at the time. So in 2018, he tried pulling the same tires, guns, flowers, a teddy bear, and that stupid note like it was supposed to undo the mess he already made. That night, he even told me,
wow, sounds like a nice guy.
I made mistakes in my life, but you weren't one of them. For years, that line and conversation replayed in my head, and I'd ask him if he really meant it. Every time he'd say yes, and every time he'd follow it with another excuse for why he acted the way he did. His words never matched his actions, and all it did was confuse me long enough for him to keep me around. When we were making plans, I suggested Florida so we could go do things together, Universal Studios and Disney. He instantly got mad, and I didn't understand why at first. I had only said I wanted us to have our first place we hadn't been before together. I wasn't even thinking about Dashi living there. I wasn't into him. I even said that, but looking back, his tone made it obvious that was the reason he got irritated. Even when he was literally hanging out with Dashi, he'd bring him up in our conversations just to see how I'd react. I'd play it off jokingly or change the subject because what else could I do? But really, it was another way for him.
Yeah, but you guys played it off, and you guys were obviously joking. Mav showed us the proof. You guys were both joking about it, and you both were okay. You didn't set any proper boundaries or have any talks about it, and it was completely fucking fine. But yet, you're gonna sit here and, like, get mad when Cory is talking to other people, but when he does it to you, suddenly that's a problem. Cool, got it. We're really equal in our proportionality with this whole situation.
test me to try to get a rise out of me, so later he could flip it around and find a way to blame me. The Dashy stuff
Wow,
was just
that's
one
so
example of a bigger
terrible.
pattern. Cory constantly threw subliminals or little digs, not just about Dashy, but about other things too, because he wanted control over the narrative and how I responded. By then, he
really
still texted me in
terrible.
ways that seemed flirtatious, but I was done.
Yeah, he never responded once, but he wants control over the narrative.
18. I brushed it off because I was far past wanting to rekindle a broken relationship. And the timing, I went Instagram official with my ex in late October 2018. A week or so later, Cory goes on one of his famous breaks. I didn't even know about it until someone showed me recently. Coincidence? Maybe, but the timing is suspicious. 2019, he hits me up out of nowhere
Yeah. Okay.
saying he wanted to fuck up my life some more. He told me he had every reason to be my friend.
None of this matters, by the way. This whole thing literally does not matter. That's why I'm 2x speeding this. This fucking video is, like, absolutely worthless garbage.
But I have plenty of reasons not to be his. Then suddenly he's claiming that he loved me and that I didn't do anything wrong except for one thing. He brought up this kiss. Years earlier, I had already explained to him many times that it wasn't intentional. I was on an acquaintance stream. His sister came over to kiss me on the cheek. I turned my head by mistake and it landed on the lips. We laughed it off because it was a funny accident. Cory was literally watching that stream live, but he never let it go. Even though I explained it over and over, I had to apologize for something that wasn't even real. And yet he's the one reaching out to me about it later, acting like some bitter ex who couldn't handle the fact he no longer had control over me. 2022.
What the fuck? Okay. Deal with it offline, then.
When the end situation came up, he shifted his tone again. Suddenly, I was to blame all over again. He told me, I recall having deep feelings for you. We had fun together. There were factors why we didn't work out. Then he threw out, you were hugged up on some dude on a Twitch stream, which never happened.
I'm sorry. You guys didn't work out whatsoever, and then you are acting like you were cool about it, but then you come forward about it later saying that he hurt you for the past 7 years, and you just admitted that you were cool about it? Which one is it? Which one is it? You're obviously, you're not making any fucking sense here. Which one is it?
Perspective, he must have confused me with one of the 1,000 other girls he stalked. So which one is it, Cory? In 2018, you're trying to act like the one who still cares. In 2019, you're bitter and aggressive. In 2022, you're rewriting history to make me the problem. To me, that's manipulation, and it proves you'll say whatever version of the story makes you look better, even if it means painting me as a villain in your script. And that ties
You got it, queen.
directly into another lie he spread. Cory told Mav that I cheated on him.
You got it, Miss Thirst Trap.
And went back to Winnex. He made me look horrible in front of him, but here's the truth. Mav has seen every receipt. He knows the facts now. I never cheated on Cory, not once, not at all. And here's the real timeline. We were together from December 2016 until February 5th, 2017. After that, we were both broken up.
You probably would cheat on Cory, though. How much you want to bet that this woman probably did cheat on Cory? I personally don't subscribe to that, but I guess we're never going to see any proof for it, and it doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things anyways.
6 months. 6 months. During that time, I was single, and I dated 2 people briefly. One for 1 month, one for 2 months. That was my right because we weren't together.
Wow, sounds like you suck with relationships.
Then in mid-August 2017, Cory and I got back together. That's when I met Mav for the first time. And here's the kicker.
You always go back to Cory because the other people that you were dating weren't working out. Cool.
Cory himself told me that Mav and some of his so-called friends were rooting for us. So for those same friends to later claim that they didn't know who I was, straight fucking liars. And if Cory didn't actually want to be with me, from my perspective, he wouldn't have been taking pictures with me, filming videos with me, contacting me, walking around New York with me, where anyone who knew who he was could see us together.
Wow, looks like you guys are doing really well together. He's so abusive.
And let's be clear, it wasn't just once. There were so many breakups and makeups between us that by the time 2018 came around, I was ready to move on. And you know what makes it worse? I had a gut feeling for years that he did, but I couldn't confirm it. So I told people he didn't cheat on me until I saw the proof. And that shit pissed me off because now after all these years, I realized he could have given me an STD. He never told me he had multiple partners. He told me straight up that he wasn't seeing anyone else, that he loved me. It was a facade. Bullshit. And let me clear this up once and for all, since some of y'all love
I wish he had an STD and he gave you one, not gonna lie.
inventing pregnancies out of thin air. I was never pregnant by him, not by him, not by any man from that time, not now. I've only had one pregnancy in my life, and she is 17 years old. That's it. That's all you need to know. So where the fuck did y'all pull this nonsense from? Acting like I was out here throwing pussy around, and even if I was, which I wasn't, didn't we all agree slut shaming was tired? But here you are.
Yeah, that's why she's thirst trapping for her entire audience. She's trying to really fucking sell the point home that she's not thirst trapping, but she clearly is.
Doing it anyways, backwards as hell, proving you don't even know what you stand for anymore. 1 minute you're all about women's empowerment, the next you're spreading lies about a woman's body.
When did we ever advocate for women? Fuck women. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just so fucking bored. This whole fucking video is just nonsense. It's just like nonstop lies and narrative contradictions, and I really just don't feel like putting any brain power to it because this video is just obviously false in every facet imaginable.
And calling it truth, you guys are fucking clowns. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. From my perspective,
So
Cory was
true.
with his high school girlfriend the entire time while he was with me, while he was with anyone else. So what's the excuse now? To me, he was cheating. And to the girl, I don't know what excuse you keep giving yourself to stay for 10 plus years with someone who disrespected you over and over again. Maybe you're a victim too. Maybe you got something over him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why you went with 2 other guys and then went back to Cory, right? And you excused it, right? Mm-hmm.
But here's what I do know. Don't come checking me, check your man. Because from where I stand, he's a pathological liar.
I can do no wrong. It is all Cory's fault, and I love reframing the narrative.
You a secret so he could play single and feed the obsession of weird bitches online and keep his double life intact. I had no idea you even existed, and that's the truth. You were hidden so he could keep doing whatever he wanted.
Bro, if you really do have a 17-year-old daughter, I feel so bad for her that she has such a stupid fucking mother who's, like, really dumb, and I would, honest to God, pray for your daughter's safety, genuinely, because you are so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ.
And let me tell you something. Being someone's secret isn't loyalty. It's humiliation. And let's be for real. This whole time, it looked like you were his secret baby mama. Oops. There's a difference between
She really thought that she ate with that one.
privacy and secrecy. Privacy is about healthy boundaries. Secrecy is about hiding the truth for self-protection or to avoid accountability. One is respectful. The other is deceptive. And I've learned the hard way which one I was dealing with. I need to talk about just to let me know he was thinking about me. That was his way of pulling strings without ever having to say it out loud. But in 2022, he flipped it in front of millions. He went on this whole rant about having a crazy ex. His exact words were, sometimes you get in this weird situation, you're with somebody that's like, yo, I need you. And then you probably like, yo, I don't even want to be with you anymore. Emotionally, you're checked out. Really, you only got one choice. Honestly,
I'm very emotionally checked out of this whole fucking thing. I'll tell you that much.
And then if they persist, you get the law involved. Honesty is the best policy. Please shut the fuck up, Corey. You can close the gaps in your teeth.
Oh my god, hurry up, please. Holy shit, hurry up. You are just going on and on and on. Like, this is so fucking boring. Just get your point across already. Jesus Christ, like, how many fucking, like, prompts of ChatGPT are you using? How many fucking servers need, like, piss cooling from your ChatGPT usage?
To say I'd rather not associate myself with you or whatever, but instead you out here talking shit to everyone else about me, including your stupid ass subliminals, because you are man enough to tell me to my face like a gossiping ass, hating ass bitch. And let's not forget you were
stupid ass subliminals. I bet she's not gonna tell you what that actually means.
Even man enough to be there for your own
because she doesn't even know herself.
Kid's mother. That's not just embarrassing, that's pathetic. You left her to clean up your mess while you strutted around pretending you're bigger than life. That's your pattern. Always running, always dodging, always hiding.
You know what? Watch. I'm gonna listen to this video entirely on mute because, and I think this is the first time I've ever done this in a reaction video. I'm gonna mute this and I'm just gonna translate what she's saying for you because I know you guys are having a tough time understanding what she's trying to say because she's so fucking stupid and she can't communicate her own emotions, so she has to use an AI to fucking jumble everything together. So I'll just translate it for you, just so you have a basis of these entire allegations. I got you guys. Yep. Look at me, guys. I'm thirst trapping. Yep. I'm showing texts that don't matter for these allegations. You guys are women haters.
Yeah, public figure, I see a dirty ass dude. He's still a regular person. And shitty when I back. I always treated him like a regular person. And he still is. Even if y'all act fame and racist fuck behavior, being known doesn't mean.
Yeah, that's why you called him a coward and a bitch in your allegations. Cool. Yeah, you're really humanizing him in a very good way.
He's any different from a regular motherfucker who lies, cheats, and manipulates. He's not
I'm willing to bet if Corey got canceled, you wouldn't be saying any of this. They're saying that you would humanize him because you definitely wouldn't. You clearly don't give a shit about what happens whatsoever. You're just mad that it didn't work out in your favor.
Person, period. Just because someone doesn't like how they look in your story doesn't mean they can sue you for it. Defamation requires a lie. I told the truth. And for the record, opinion, emotional experience, and calling out patterns of behavior, those are all protected speech. Especially when you're speaking about a public figure. If telling the truth makes someone uncomfortable, that's on them, not me. There's a clear difference between speaking out about your own experiences and crossing a line into targeted harm. What I shared came from my life. It was personal, real, and legally protected. And I saved this for last. Since some of you thought it was okay to pick apart my cancer diagnosis, fuck you. You don't get to question something you've never lived through. You don't get to dissect dates like you're solving a puzzle while I was fighting to stay alive. You weren't there. You didn't feel it. And unless you've gone through it yourself, you have no idea how much pain I was in. February 7th, 2020. I had triple negative breast cancer, stage 3A, one of the most aggressive types. So let me give you a fucking visual. It's clear.
I don't give a shit. Sorry. Like, I know that's gonna sound really crass of me, but I don't care about your fucking cancer diagnosis. Like, and that's not to say I want you to die. You know, I'm glad you survived it. But why the fuck are we hearing about your cancer diagnosis in a set of allegations? That doesn't matter. It's not relevant to the story. I don't care. For that reason, I don't care about your cancer diagnosis. Fucking stop including it in a series of fucking lies and false allegations against someone who didn't fucking do anything wrong.
Some of you need one. A chemo point in my chest, look, scar right here. Over 10 surgeries, needles at home.
Oh, that wasn't a hickey on your chest. Okay, got it. Cool.
Keep my red and white blood cells from bottoming out. Fever spiking to 104 for hours. When those needles stopped working. Being hospitalized on a COVID floor. Isolated, terrified, hoping I wouldn't have to fight 2 battles at once. Hair falling out in clumps in the shower, crying every time I touched it. Every time more of me disappeared down the drain. Doxyrubisin, Cyclo.
Damn, because it like really looked like a hickey for a second. I was convinced that it was. I was like, damn, someone was really having a nibble there, I guess. But no, I guess it was from your cancer diagnosis operation. Okay, cool. Whatever, I guess.
Furosemide, Pac-Lit, Axo. The chemo cocktails they pumped into me while my body shut down piece by piece. I couldn't walk on my own, couldn't bathe myself. My family had to carry me to the bathroom, feed me, clean me, and eventually put a portable toilet in my room because I couldn't even move. I threw up all day, every day, could barely keep food down. I was sweating through everything at night. I couldn't go in the sun because it burned my skin after treatment. And that's just the surface level shit that...
And it's all Cory's fault. He didn't do anything, and he wasn't there for me during this time. Boo fucking who.
The visual you asked for when you had the nerve to question my life like it was up for debate. So no, you don't get to pull apart my story and act like you know better. You don't get to weaponize my cancer against me just because you ran out of other shit to say.
Christ, this woman is so fucking boring. Please, just hurry up.
You call a king. That's the man. You hype
Please
up.
hurry the fuck up. You are so
If this video felt like a
boring.
lot, it's because it is.
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. We got fucking MavAttack. This fucking disingenuous little fucking dirty Rodriguez looking motherfucker
Call a
is
king.
back.
That's the man you hype up. The same man someone's Make-A-Wish, from my perspective, was wasted on.
So true, Queen.
If this video felt like a lot, it's because it is. The information...
Are you using AI too, Mav? Oh my god, are you both using AI to make this whole fucking video? Oh my god, you guys are such fucking losers. Jesus Christ.
information presented here doesn't even scratch the surface. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching and hearing what Panda and I have to say.
This video featured crucial points, but there's a lot more that can be brought up if absolutely necessary. What the fuck does that even mean? What am I supposed to say to that? What is this, like, what does that even mean? Oh my god, okay. Are we done yet? Are we done? Or is this text on the screen? There are other people who have experiences with Cory but wish to remain private at this moment until they're comfortable enough to come out themselves. Okay, I'll be here to cover the slop then, when it does. Wow, that video was fucking horrible, terrible, dog shit, fucking, like, absolute slop fest. This video was horrible. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh god, we have to react to more shit. Please say it ain't so. Alright. Mav made a follow-up video. This is gonna be the last video that I'm gonna watch on this situation, and then we're moving on. I just can't deal with this dumb fucking situation anymore. I guess Cory apparently responded, and Mav is responding back, or something like that. Let's just fucking see what we have.
So I text Cory. A lot of people said that I should reach out to him instead of bringing this on the internet. Why didn't you reach out to him? Why didn't you contact him to clear the air? Why didn't you guys hash things out like adults? And I gotta say, you guys were right. All the comments say, like, you guys are right. So I'm going to call him now and clear things up on camera once and for all.
Fucking on camera. How does this not scream performative?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Well, yes, you guys are answering for him.
Wow, was that supposed to be like a funny bit? Wow, I so funny I forgot to laugh. Have the intro as well. This is all just like a giant performance piece.
What's going on, ladies?
I think we're gonna 1.5 times speed this one. Maybe not 2 times, but I think 1.5 this warrants it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of MavAttack. We're going to be diving deep into the comment section of the last video because something that was a very serious topic, a very serious statement and discussion was not only not taken seriously, but I feel like most of you didn't even get past a couple minutes into the video. Alternative.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to hell for not taking allegations of a terrible relationship seriously.
Title, Grown Man Has a Normal Life and I'm Jealous of That. That's an interesting thing to bring up. There's a lot of comments in here that say, oh, all you revealed was that Cory is just a normal person. He's just a regular everyday man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Everyone in the comments is very right on that assertion. It was a normal relationship that didn't work out. The woman came forward. She lied about being abused, and that was that. You know, she's a weird lying bitch, and I don't feel bad that she got pushback for it. I don't care.
Which is interesting because none of you fucking treat him like one. I love this one. Grown-ass
Okay. Neither do you, but alright, sure.
man making a whole video about another grown-ass man's life. Grown-ass man making a YouTube comment on the grown-ass man's video about the grown-ass man's life. Grown-ass man. So basically, because Cory cusses sometimes, can't even spell his name right, you have no respect for this man. You can't even spell his name properly. Sometimes and goes through issues with his family like a normal person, bro's the devil. Like, again, is he a normal person or is he the shogun? These comments were great too. Grown-ass man reading from a script scripting? Shut up, dumbass. This video is a mockery to women that suffer real emotional abuse, by the way.
Yes, it is. They are correct in that, by the way. Real legitimate abuse is fucking horrific to go through, and the fact that you're treating this as like a big fucking thing that's such a big fucking deal, you're not getting a grip.
Toxic relationships from 10 years ago. It's actually insane that you're looking at a case of emotional abuse, but then you're also saying that this is a mockery to actual emotional abuse. It's hand in hand.
There's no emotional abuse here. Show us the emotional abuse. Show us the legitimate proof of it. Why can't you show us that? If you have a legitimate claim, why can't you fucking show us that? Jesus Christ, this guy is so stupid. This guy is, like, actually, like, a worthless fucking idiot. Like, dumb moron. Jesus fuck.
How is it mocking itself? Are you fucking dumb? You came back
A lot of projection.
to slander Cory's name? Are you serious? You're a grown man, Mav. This is disappointing. A lot of these fucking comments. You 2 years and then you come back and drop this? Rent's due. Motherfucker, bills are always due. You have bills to pay. Everybody's got some sort of bill to pay.
So is that a bit of a slip up that you did this because your rent was due and that you're not getting as much popularity because you're not with Cory anymore? Okay. Interesting.
Cell phone bill, internet bill, cable bill. People still pay for cable. Here's some other good ones that I noticed a large majority of the people who were commenting had to say. Reading a script. Does anybody notice that he keeps glancing away from the camera? It's almost like, this is how I know you dumb motherfuckers didn't watch the video. I've prepared a statement. A statement.
Yeah. I'm glad ChatGPT readied it up for you.
Oh, here, for you dense motherfuckers, let's have it.
Sorry, I'm so, like, worn out. This is, like, actually so boring. I might rage quit in the middle of this video. If this is what all this entire video is going to be, of him just reading comments, which it definitely looks like it is, I think I'm probably going to stop midway through because I just don't think any of this is going to be productive whatsoever.
A learning lesson. A statement is a definite or clear expression of something in speech or writing. An official account of facts, views, or plans, especially ones for release to the media.
Wow, he knows what a statement is. He looked up the definition of it and put it on screen. Wow, so impressive, Mav. Look at you. He's growing, guys. He's learning in intelligence. He's gaining sentience. Look at him.
So what's the issue
He's
with
learning.
preparing a statement and reading it on video? Not only are you stupid motherfuckers grasping at straws, but you move your goalposts as far back as you need to find your point, to get your point. Now, the thing is I feel like there's a lot of little kids in here. Maybe little kids, younger kids. This is generations, right? This is Gen Z, older Gen Z, medium, younger Gen Z. And then the generation below coming up on social media, brainwashed by their devices, constantly having their dopamine receptors fried because their parents are miserable, irresponsible pieces of shit.
Yeah, wow. I released false allegations. I co-sign false allegations, and I have the right to speak about what other people are saying who are rightfully pushing back against my allegations. That's what this video is.
Who have decided to not swallow the cum and actually have the child, and now you have contributed to the rot of this world.
If you know that kids are watching your videos, why are you bringing up cum in the first place? Isn't that a bit of a self-report?
By raising these stupid little fucks that come on the internet and leave all these hateful comments and think that they're safe behind usernames like there's no consequences to their actions. Trust me, buddy, this isn't real life shit that you guys...
And it's also, like, even more funny because you tried to you dog whistled that Cory was a fucking pedophile in your last video. And now you're fucking, like, making jokes like this around kids. So, a little bit of projection. That's what this whole situation is just constant projection.
Get involved in. Trust. So sit your little asses down, maybe have a snack and a nap, get ready for fucking school, because it's happening soon, and lock the fuck in. Cory not only has one bitter ex, but now he has two. Grown-ass man moving like a bitter ex. It's actually funny. This isn't the first comment somebody has said something about,
oh, were you and Cory dating? Were you and Cory in a fucking relationship that I have to fantasize about because you got to breathe the same air as somebody that I
jerk my fucking dick off to in privacy? Let me just explain something to you besides the fact that I'm a bisexual man. If Cory came on to me, or if Cory and I had a romantic relationship, that tea would have been spilled too. Because who knows, maybe Cory and I were fucking. Maybe Cory and I were jerking each other off in the fucking back rooms and then came and recorded a video. Maybe that video that you guys claim that, oh, that's the most viewed video.
You wish that this man wishes that he would fucking jerk off with Cory in the back rooms. He wishes that would happen. That's why he brought it up to begin with.
Your channel. You need Cory for the views. You need him. What if we fucked the shit out of each other before we did that video?
Oh, you are really projecting your fantasies.
Think about it. I expected her to get on here and drop receipts of physical abuse. This is literally 30 minutes of her calling him a liar and a cheater. Bro, what does this have to do with me? Well, number one, you are in the fan base, so you contribute to this climate that we're in. So, yes, you are involved.
Yeah, well, listen, if the allegations were as... It's so funny, because, like, if the allegations were as serious as abuse and legitimate emotional abuse, this guy would not be responding the way he is. He knows that it's not that serious, and that's why he's, like, not... This video and the energy of this video is, like, completely unserious. That's why he's responding the way he is currently.
You're an active participant and a viewer, and you're commenting on my video, giving us engagement, so thank you for that. Keep doing that. Come back to the next video. Attack that like button, bitch.
I got you, bro. I got you. I hit you with the dislike. I got you.
You guys don't understand the concept of physical abuse isn't the only form of abuse. Why did...
Yeah, and we know that. That's why we called out when she claimed that it was emotional abuse, that it wasn't emotional abuse. It was just a dumb fucking... maybe toxic relationship. I don't even know if I would say it's toxic. It was just a relationship that didn't even fucking work out. And she came forward with it, and she's pretending like she's a survivor of something horrific because she's a dumb idiot woman. And that was the extent of the entire allegations. It is an insult to people who have been through legitimate trauma, legitimate abuse, and the fact that you keep running defense for this fucking narrative just shows how completely thick your skull is. You are... not a smart individual. This guy is not an intelligent person whatsoever. He's not very smart whatsoever. You can tell by the way he talks and the way he, like, communicates everything he's saying. He's not a smart guy at all.
does it take such brain power to understand if you are manipulated up here, that is fucking abuse. It doesn't matter if I don't have a physical boost.
So if you've ever been manipulated once, that was abuse. Okay, got it. So every person that's rizzed up a woman is considered abusive. Every fucking person who has lied and played... If you played Trouble in Terrorist Town and you lied and you're a good liar, if you played Among Us, you have engaged in an act of abuse. That is what this guy is saying, by the way. I hope we understand that. That is what your logic is. You're saying anytime someone ever engages in any form of lying whatsoever, that's abuse. So by that logic, the fucking accuser of CoryxKenshin, that panda ninja bitch or whatever, is abusive. With your own logic. I'm just using your own logic against you, my guy.
On my body. The fact that people can be malicious and have ill intent underneath their words and behind their actions says all you need to fucking know. Why would we drop a video talking?
No, it doesn't. I don't care if someone is, like, ill-intentioned. Abuse is a whole separate thing on top of that. This just goes to show how fucking, like... Oh my god, I really wanted to say a slur, dude. I really wanted to. Right there. I'm so glad I stopped myself, but I really wanted to say a slur to him so badly. Oh my god.
In detail, if it wasn't an important topic of conversation, you fucking idiot. And don't take me talking shit and saying curse words and stuff as me lacking credibility or me being unprofessional, because you know what? Professionalism is out the fucking window when it comes to people who are in a place of privilege, abusing their fucking power and leaving behind a littered trail.
Yeah, how's he abusing his power? Can you show us him saying, hey, if you don't let me fuck you, I will literally fucking kill you or something? Like, can you show us any of that?
Of victims. Why are we not taking this seriously? Why are you guys sucking Cory's dick in a video that is very fucking...
Because the allegations are not that serious. That's why no one is taking any of this seriously, because these are not serious allegations, and you are just mad that you and Cory are not friends anymore, and that rent is due, and you're not getting as many viewers as you used to, and so therefore you jumped on the cancel bandwagon a month after Cory's allegations were already debunked. Holy shit, you are unbelievably fucking stupid. The fact that Cory was ever friends with you in the first place just goes to show that... I feel like the only criticism you can give Cory at this point is just his terrible taste in fucking people at this point. Like, the people he associates with seem to be like weird fucking unhinged freaks like this.
Serious. Why? Working together to try to cancel Cory while being insanely disrespectful. I can't even read your dumbass fucking comment. I can't fuck you. I can't even read your stupid shit.
So who told you this was your business to talk about?
Me, motherfucker. It is my channel, my experience, my truth. And when
my truth. I hate when people say my truth. People who say my truth are some of the, like, they are some of the weirdest motherfuckers ever. And they are some of the most weirdest, and also not that smart either. It's like people that say my truth just really fucking irritate the shit out of me.
I know what the fucking truth is, I can run my motherfucking mouth. So it doesn't matter whose business and what. When my name is brought
so tough, bro.
up in contexts that are outside of what I'm aware
AOT! I'm so tough, bro!
of, and I find out
AOT!
about it, that tells me I have all rights to jump in. That tells me I have all the permission to claim ownership of whatever the fuck is going on. Because if you brought me into it, I'm in, motherfucker. Knock, knock. I love that there's like music channels and like verified channels saying,
Really, Mav? All this has been debunked already. This starts to sound like a personal attack to Cory. I'm unsubscribing, dude. This is lame for real.
bye. I don't give a flying about your subscription. In my eyes, you're all subs to me. And I don't mean subscribers, I mean fucking submissives. You're little fucking bitches that are below me, and that's simply what it is.
Wow! Bit of a fucking god complex this guy has. What the fuck? Dude, this guy is unhinged. This guy is a weird freak. Oh my god, this guy is so weird. Fucking hell, dude. He really is like a legitimately weird fucking guy, man.
Yes, I gotta be real. As a survivor of emotionally abusive relationships, I feel like the video isn't the right thing to post about, especially at this moment. I'll share my thoughts. I'm a fan of Cory, and you as well. I'm sorry that you guys went through that, but I do think there are issues to this. First thing is, I'm genuinely sorry that you had to go through whatever bout of emotional abuse that you had to go through, and I hope that your abuser at least had to face the consequences of putting you through such a thing. And thank you for at least empathizing with that fact that this is a real thing. I feel like talking about the issues that Cory had in the past.
God, you clearly fucking missed the point of the fucking comment, because it's like literally not any big deal whatsoever, because she wasn't emotionally abused. I mean, there's like not much else to say. Like, there's no emotional abuse. Nothing went past that, and she deserved the backlash that she got.
Relationships with each other now and mentioning it to the public, especially with his fan base currently, would definitely not only make you a target, but also him a target. That's one of the reasons he takes a break for YouTube for so long. Drama and slander on his name, indirectly or directly. It's interesting that you say indirect, because there are a lot of indirect things that Cory injected into his videos. If you watch this video that you commented under, Panda gives you a subtle glimpse into the subliminals that were brought up into the videos. These were small little slights.
Subliminals? Oh my god, you mean the ones that she generated with ChatGPT? Yeah, very insightful.
That would give a nod to the person they were intended for and nobody else. And how do you know that that's a reason reason why he takes breaks from YouTube. For you don't know why he takes YouTube breaks. You won't be able to understand. Even if he comes back and gets on camera and says,
You know, it's just been a...
dude, you've done this multiple times. You do this all the fucking time. It's beating a dead horse. You don't care about YouTube anymore. You're not motivated. You're not passionate about it. We see how you look in public. We see the candid pictures that are taken of you where you look absolutely fucking miserable. In my view, you love the way that this platform allows you to have the world at your fingertips, and you hate any potential threat to what enables you to continue being a piece of shit. And lastly, keep making...
Oh man, this narrative's so boring.
You sure you're well, you decided to cut ties with him, good. I can understand why you feel this way towards him, but it's been years. His community sucks. Honestly, can't lie, but this needs to be ended in private. Years did I deal with, where's Cory? Is Cory coming back? When is Cory coming back? When are you collaborating again? Where is Cory? So yeah, it has been years. But years does not fucking erase abuse. Years does not erase trauma.
She wasn't abused.
The point of this...
She doesn't have any trauma from Cory.
...is to get to healing. The point of all of this is to get to public accountability and acknowledge...
If she took 7 years to fucking heal from a relationship that didn't work out, then that's a her problem. It's no one else's problem but hers. And the fact that she had 7 years to think about it. She had 7 years to think about this relationship, and instead she decided to come forward on the fucking internet about how terrible her relationship was. Sounds like a her problem.
Of the wrongdoings that have been done behind the scenes. You don't get to fucking say when it's time for somebody to say something about some wrong shit that either happened to them or they witnessed. You don't get to decide that.
Well, I'm doing it right now in this very video. What are you gonna do about it, you little bitch?
He let it happen and calls himself a Christian. Real Christians don't engage in gossip and drama. Who the fuck said we were Christians? Do you not see the charms around my neck? I'm not a Christian man. I don't claim Christianity, and I never have. Not once on this channel have I said, I'm a Christian boy. I'm a boy of God and Christianity and faith.
Well, you certainly have a God complex, fucking idiot.
Jesus is God. I don't follow the same set of rules that Christians follow, and I definitely don't follow Christianity to use it as a shield to protect myself from all of my behind-the-scenes wrongdoings, just so I can say, hey, the Christian Bible says that you should be forgiven for your sins, that men are not perfect and men are going to fuck up, and Christianity absolves them of those. That's not how it works. You can't do some fuck shit and then hold it in front of you and say, well, and real Christians don't engage in God. Shut the fuck up. You're dumb. MavAttack is literally the dude nobody invited. I'm crying. Nobody had to invite me. I've been a part of this party for a long fucking time. And if you guys...
You actually fucking left on your own accord, according to your own narrative in the beginning of the video. You left by your own choice. So now you want to be back in this party because rent was due? Okay. I think this is the first time in this channel's history that I actually think I rage quit a video. I think I'm done. Like, this video is just absolutely rotting my brain and it's not productive. I'm done.